Thanks so much for coming to watch this video. I'm going to show you how to make this giant Skittles Jawbreaker, and the best part is that it's coated in Jolly Ranchers. So to start off the Jawbreaker, we're going to start off with one Skittle, and that's going to be the center. Then I'm going to coat it in blue. So I take just about 10 Skittles here, I melt them, I crush them, and then you'll see that I flatten them out and I coat the teeny tiny center of our Jawbreaker, which is that one Skittle. So when I'm doing this, you guys, I put some oil down so that the Skittles don't stick, and that's really important throughout the video. That you might not see me do that, but I am consistently coating the table with oil because it will stick. So just make sure that you guys remember to do that, or you might have a very sticky mess. So now I'm making my ball super smooth, so I'm just rubbing it around in my hands, and the good part is that the Skittles are still pretty soft, so it's pretty easy to mold it into a perfect ball. Okay, looks like it's ready for the next layer. Now the good thing about Skittles is that they get pretty hard pretty fast, so either you can put it in the fridge or you can just leave it on the counter while you prep the other Skittles, and it should be ready to go. See throughout the video that I'm using Skittles from all different packages. So you have your original, you have your tropical, you have your orchard blend, you have your sweet and sour. So some colors you might not recognize, but it's because it's a mishmash of all the delicious Skittles we have. An important thing I want you guys to know, depending on how big you want your Jawbreaker to be, is that you actually end up using quite a bit of Skittles. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to start off with 10 for the blue, and then do 15 for the yellow, and then 20 for the green. But it actually ends up being more like of a digit of 10. So the blue and yellow were fine going 10, 15, but then for the green one, I pretty much had to jump to about 25, and then I almost had to jump to like 40 for the next one. So yeah, so depending on what you guys choose to do, just make sure that you are well prepared with the number of Skittles that you want and the colors and all that, because trust me, it's a lot of Skittles and you want to make sure that you have enough of each color. So just a reminder to spray your table every now and then, as it will get sticky pretty fast. And when you're flattening it out, you want to try to make your little pancake of Skittles not too thin, because it will rip. So you want to make sure that you have a good balance between, thick and thin enough so that you can fold it on. So you guys can see with this one is that I microwave my Skittles a little bit too long, so it's actually way too sticky. Even with oil on the table, it's sticking pretty good. So you want to make sure that you always caution on the side of less is more. So less time in the microwave, and that's going to make your pancake of Skittles easier to maneuver when you layer it on top of the ball. So again, just use short amount of times in the microwave, and again, that way you also won't burn yourself because you don't want it to get too hot. These things are pretty easy to smush, so no worries there, and you can always stick it back in the microwave if you need to. But again, you don't want to burn yourself, and they just get too sticky to work with. You guys, at this moment I realized there's no way that all these orange Skittles are covering this big ball of purple, so behind the scenes I had to microwave more Skittles and cover it up. So again, you will probably be surprised by the amount of Skittles that you end up using, so just make sure that you guys are prepared, or your Jawbreaker might just be smaller than you had anticipated. Okay, so this is my last layer, the green. It's so exciting. This thing is huge, and you guys, it's so heavy. Oh my goodness. So again, I'm pretty sure I did the same thing here where I was like, I have enough green Skittles. Oh wait, actually no I don't, so I had to microwave more. And the beauty of Skittles is that you guys, they maneuver, they mush, they just do what you want to do. They mold, so you can just smooth it right out, and it doesn't look like you had to sort of paste little bits around. So pretty easy to make, pretty fun to make. Lots of Skittles, super heavy, but it's gonna look pretty cool. And you guys are almost about to see me coating this thing in Jolly Ranchers. So this is the final Skittles product. I'm so happy with how this turned out. You guys, look how smooth this is and so delicious. Looks kind of like a green apple, I guess, except for the fact that it looks like we just crushed up Skittles. So I put it in the freezer in preparation for the Jolly Rancher phase, because I was actually super concerned about whether the Jolly Ranchers would just completely melt these Skittles. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff with Jolly Ranchers and they get hot, so they can burn a lot of things. So my Skittle ball went in the freezer for a long time, and now I'm gonna get my green apple Jolly Ranchers, and I actually used almost a cup. You could probably get away with about 3/4 of a cup, depending on how thick you want your Jolly Rancher layer to be. So you'll see that when I pour it on, it actually sticks quite well. Okay, so I microwaved my Jolly Ranchers in, of course, a microwavable dish, and it took almost about a minute, maybe even a little bit more. There's bubbles on top, so I'm just gonna stir it to get out all the bubbles and to make it look so delicious, you guys. Oh my goodness. So this is very, very, very hot, so again, just make sure that you guys are really careful. That's why I have a handle on this dish, or else there's no way that I'd be able to grab this. I got my spatula, and I'm just gonna start coating this massive Skittle Jawbreaker. Oh my goodness, look how good this looks, you guys. Nummy, nummy, nummy. And the beauty of it being frozen, this ball, is that the Jolly Rancher just sticks right to it. And I was like seriously concerned about it completely melting through it and the whole thing being a big fail, but I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And so I did about half of it, you guys, and then I put the whole thing in the microwave just for a little teeny tiny bit, and I'm just sort of trying to smooth out the bumps and stuff. And then I'm gonna re-microwave my Jolly Rancher because it got a little bit hard, the stuff in the microwavable dish. I'm gonna put this back in the freezer, then I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so here we go. This is after it's been in the freezer, so I'm gonna flip this over. I re-microwaved my Jolly Ranchers in my microwavable dish, and I'm ready to go to coat the other side. So you guys, there we go. This is our final product, and this thing is huge and so heavy now that we have the Jolly Ranchers on it. Oh my gosh, this is so much candy. This is gonna last you probably forever. So, would you guys actually make this, and would you actually eat it? I don't know, it looks pretty delicious. Maybe you could just hammer it and share it with your friends. Which brings me to my next point. We're gonna try to cut this thing open and see what the whole, like, Jawbreaker looks like. Okay, so check it out. I tried cutting it open. Do not do that at home. We had to end up, like, chiseling it or smashing it or however we did it. And check it out, you guys, it cracked perfectly in half. I do not know how that happened. We got super lucky. I thought the whole thing was gonna shatter to pieces, but I'm so happy with how this turned out. Look at that. You can even see the Skittle in the middle. It cut perfectly in half. And all the layers that I did. So cool, you guys. I'm so happy with how this looks. It looks like one of those sort of like crystallized rocks. You can even see like the shininess of the Jolly Rancher. So happy with this. Well, that's it for today, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and thank you always for coming back and watching our videos and supporting us. And big news today, we finally hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for all of your support. Keep leaving comments, and make sure that you guys like our videos, and please share them, and make sure that you guys keep coming back for more. Thanks, everyone. Bye.